Welcome everybody, my name is Tommy T999 and this is Hands On with Dishonored 2. This game is not out until the 11th of November 2016 in the UK. And Bethesda, I've got to say a huge thanks to them. They've sponsored this video. They've taken me down to their London offices to get hands-on with the game super early so I can show you guys all about one of the levels. Yes, we're about 2 hours into the game. This is going to be level 4. It's called the Clockwork Mansion. And we've got different ways that we can approach this, but this video is going to be focused on using Emily. Yes, the brand new character in the second game. If you haven't played the first game, I highly recommend going and playing it. But this is all about using her, and I'm going for the non-lethal route of basically doing the things that we've got to do. The two key things that we need to deliver in this mission are, we have to go into the mansion of Kirin Jindosh, and A, either kill him with lethal force, or B, get him into his chair in his laboratory and basically destroy his mind in that sense, but we don't actually kill him. We've then also got to rescue Anton Sokolov. He is being held, he's the scientist from the first game, he's being held in this mansion, which is full of Clockwork soldiers, but also lots of other things. This building moves. I'm not going to give too much away until we get into this video, but here we go, we have arrived on a roller coaster. You know, not very many games you do that, eh? Hopefully get a picture at the end. But here we go, we are going to move in. This is my second playthrough. I did my first playthrough, but that was more of a slow pace, and I'll be putting that video up as well, so if you want to see that in more detail. But this is more of a speed run through because I now know what I'm doing, so hopefully this video will give you an advantage when you're playing this game to know a few little secrets as to how you can skip around. The original playthrough is around 45 minutes to an hour of actually working out exactly what I had to do.
Right. I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
But this one, I kind of had a bit of a heads up as to what I was doing, so if you imagine you were playing through the game for a second time, this is how I would approach this mission. I have left, though, the cutscenes in, just so it's not a complete speed run, so you at least get an understanding on exactly what is going on within this mission. So the configuration lever is pulled. This is where the whole house and the whole mansion changes with a single pull of every lever.
Activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kirin Jindosh, but you must know that. Before you stands an invention that will endure beyond my time. The Jindosh Clockwork Soldier.
He looks nice.
Marvel at the Clockwork Soldier's hardened metallic skeleton and razor-sharp blades. The miniaturized whale oil tanks are spread across the frame and hidden behind protective amber wood panels. Visual awareness in the front and back. Auditory detection in case the head unit sustains catastrophic damage. My greatest creation. I invite you to continue, stranger. Just come up the stairs. Meet with me face to face in the upper hall.
Okay, so we need to go meet Jindosh. Because we're into episode 4, or chapter 4, the Clockwork Mansion, we've already got plenty of weapons and powers, which I will go through in more detail as we go through this level. Emily has slightly different ones to Corvo as well, so again, slight differences, and to be fair, I did enjoy Emily's a little bit more.
Now that I see you, I've worked out who you are. Not a hired cutthroat. Your clothes are too fine. An aristocratic thrill seeker? That's closer. You've trained with weapons formerly, but you're not a salon fencer. There's a bit of back alley in your movements. All that, and you have your father's eyes, your imperial majesty. Welcome, Lady Emily Caldwin.
Impressive, Jindosh. Then you must also know why I'm here.
I'd assume my involvement with the Duke brought you to my door. Or maybe you're after washed-up Anton Sokolov, comfortably residing in the assessment chamber. Either way, come find me and take whatever it is you seek. But if you fall, I'll have your body carried to my lab for dissection and study. Until either comes to pass, your secret is safe with me.
I'll see you soon, Jindosh.
Until then.
Sooner than he thinks as well, because as I say, the first time round, it does take a bit of time to know exactly where you are going. Okay, so the first thing you are doing, you've pulled the lever to change the walls, and you've got behind the walls. And then, basically hack that power system there, and I'll show you what that has done as well. You need to pull this lever once again to change the room back, and we've got to time this right to know exactly which bit to jump on to get back up into the room rather than stay down here. There are some of the skills and weapons that, again, I will discuss in more detail very soon. Just get myself out of this area. I missed it that time. So we will go lever again. There we go, we can do this now. All about the timing. Just couldn't get the jump, but it will be okay. If you can work your way round, that's going to be the floor. And there we go, we are out. So that power unit that we shut down is this electric field here. I've hacked it so that now when I go through this, it's fine. But when enemies try and come through, yep, evaporated. And that is a shortcut. Because when I played this the first time round, I came to that from the other side and I came through this area. So now I'm already in Jindosh's bedroom and bathroom.
You're quite close now. I can't remember.
Quick look around the bedroom reveals I need to pull the lever to make it the other configuration. And now, switching to far reach. Again, this is like a teleportation, but again, you'll see what that does very shortly. So you probably think, oh, you can't go this way. Well, actually, you can. And you can teleport straight across. And we are already at the elevator, which will take us up to the laboratory, the overseeing level of the laboratory, or you can go down to the lower level to get Sokolov. But the starting point is we need to take down Kirin Jindosh. He is in his laboratory. He was on the upper level in the first time I played this through. But because I've got here a lot quicker, I've randomly come across him in the lift. Now I need to change from being lethal to giving a sleep dart. So we've got those as one of our weapons. Now sleep darts put him into the world of Snordom. So we can now grab him, head into the laboratory, put him in his chair, ruin his mind, and that is part one already done. Now there are 2 Clockwork soldiers as you move in to the laboratory.
This must be Jindosh's lab.
And they are slightly harder than your standard Clockwork soldier. They have 4 blades instead of 2. There's one of them coming down, so quick switch to explosive bullets. If you can take their head off, here's a great tip for you. Take the head of a Clockwork soldier off, they will then attack anything around them. And the white areas on their arms are also the key points for taking off of their blades. So he is pretty done and dusted now. One more coming, switch to normal pistols. And again, head is gone. A few bullets later. I'm out of bullets. So quick switch again. Maybe the crossbow works perfectly. Takes off the other arms. We still have Jindosh over our shoulder. And it's now time to put him in the chair. The chair needs power. And at the moment, the laboratory is using power in these 5 different pieces. What you then need to do is check which is going to use the lowest. So here you can see anatomy and optics are the 2 that will give the lowest amount of power used so that you can then power the chair to do what you need to do to Jindosh. Quite a time piece. I've already started 1 and you can see the whole room is moving. So again, from a speedrun perspective, it is far quicker to kill Jindosh. But if you want to do it the non-lethal way, you do have to wait for the laboratory to move around. Which, first part, after pressing the button the first time, is pretty much now done. You can see the last bit there. There we go. So anatomy is done. Now for optics, you can see the power there changed. And when the power does, and this fully changes, you'll see there's this kind of like an electric circumdilia, whatever that is. Is that even a word, circumdilia? An electric piece of equipment straight ahead there, which lights up and you can see how much power is being used. But trust me, these two will give us enough power to use the chair and mess his mind up.
My hero in younger days.
There you go, see the lights go up. We got plenty.
You're going to use this inelegant-looking device.
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh.
What you doing? Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost!
So that is Jindosh sorted. So all we now need to do is grab Sokolov and get back onto our roller coaster, and we are done for this mission.
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And because we've come this way to the laboratory, we now have this second elevator which will take us down to the exact level where we need to be for Sokolov. So while we're going down here and heading to the next bit, I'll go through some of Emily's key points. She obviously is a new character in Dishonored 2. She has Shadow Walk, which lets you assume a stealthier form for a short time, which I used earlier to take down the Clockwork Soldier. She's got Far Reach, which is pull yourself rapidly across a distance, so a bit like a teleport for Corvo. And then she's got Domino, which is where you can link human targets so they die or fall unconscious together, which again is pretty cool. From the actual weapon side of it, she's got the crossbow, she's got the instant sleep dart, the heart, which basically reveals runes and bone charms. She's got pistol bullets, explosive bullets, grenades, and stun mines. So plenty of weaponry as well. So we are now above the chamber where Sokolov is. Straight over onto this staircase. Down you go. Pull of a lever. And now you're in a pressure pad room. So every time you stand on one of the pressure pads, the room changes, and you've just got to work it out. Quite simple in this mission to how to get to his kind of like prison stroke chamber. So first one done, there is a Clockwork Soldier in here, so I've moved into Shadow Walk, knowing it's around somewhere. There it is. Shadow Walk gives me the melee opportunity. That is the only enemy in this room. In this build, mind. We did get told that the build isn't fully finalised, because obviously this is so prior to the game releasing, and they have amended a few little bits. Next pressure pad, underneath some wood, slice that wood up, and we are now in to Sokolov's cell. Wake him up. Listen to what he has to say.
Emily Caldwin, if you're here, things have gone further than I thought. But Kieran Jindosh?
Not dead, but I used his machines on him. His mind is not what it was.
You were an interesting little girl. You've become a fascinating woman.
So obviously, whichever way you do it, you'll get different cutscenes and different versions of what Sokolov will actually say to you. If I'd killed Jindosh, I'm sure obviously the conversation would have been very different. Okay, it's now time to get back out of this area. Two-stage pressure pad. And then I can go back the original way that I would have come into this room if I'd done this the longer way round, but it does mean we will have a bit of a fight because all of the enemies that I would have killed initially are still going to be alive because I kind of shortcutted my way to the laboratory. So we're going to have some fun with taking down a few enemies en route outside of the mansion. Crossbow at the ready.
Why does this Jindosh guy even need us?
Here comes one. They take a good crossbow bolt. Here you go. So this has linked mines. There you go, see. One falls, the other one is ready to fall. And a quick melee later. They are done. Sorry, Sokolov. I did kind of just throw you on the floor just to make sure we could get out of that. But hey, he's okay. Got 2 bullets left. knowing there's going to be some enemies around here. Got one shot off. No bullets left, so this again, thinking about the best move here. I've got some crossbow bolts. Definitely a wise move. There's also a Clockwork soldier though. It's got to be Shadow Walk.
Playback, the machine has lost its quarry.
Nice. As soon as you do kill someone though, you do come out of the Shadow Walk, so you have to put yourself straight back into it. Trying to get myself in a position where I can get the soldier as well as the Clockwork soldier. He's done. And one more left, takes a hit, but I'm okay.
Successful.
Just trying to get in a position where I can actually melee. But it's overheating now, so I'm in a position now that I can nearly get stamped on. There we go. Contemplating a sticky grenade. But I've managed to get the necessary strikes in. And a melee. And the Clockwork soldier falls as well.
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Anyone!
I don't want to die!
So those are just civilians. You don't need to kill them. You can if you want to. Again, you might see that in my original playthrough. Which once it's up, I will link in the description below. It won't be straight off as soon as this video goes live, but it will be very shortly after. We need to change this room round. Another soldier to deal with. But Shadow Walk and a melee. And it's no more. Just mere pieces on a floor. Grab Sokolov. As you can see, we're now right back near the start where we walked in. No more to do. Sokolov is snoring happily, and we head straight back out onto the roller coaster. And that is the end of episode 4, The Clockwork Mansion. So I've got to say a huge thank you to Bethesda for sponsoring this video and also taking me to their London offices to play this game so early before it comes out. If you've not played the first one, I highly recommend you go and do that as well. It will be great preparation if you are thinking about getting Dishonored 2 to play that before, because it will really set you up perfectly for this story. If you want to check out some other videos that I've created, they are linked on screen now. You can also follow me on social media via all of the different links below. I've been Tommy T9. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you again in the next one.